Morning, baby. So we have good news and we have bad news. Good news is that's our view waking up. Bad news is that's our van. And if you can't tell from the road, our tracks from last night, and then our lack of tracks here, this is not a campsite. We're stuck in snow and ice. Heftily stuck too. I keep breaking through the ice. And there's water down in there. I'm really glad I put my waterproof boots on now.
Thank you.
The tire's in a couple inches of water, which probably froze overnight. I should have put snow chains on before I attempted this drive, because this is the road, and about a mile and a half that way was a free campsite that I wanted to try out. This is tragic. So that's what we get to work with this morning. But I mean, hey, we have the Great Tetons here, so it can't be all bad. All right, here's the situation. I've pulled out, I have tire chains, which I should have put on before I attempted to drive down this road. And I have a hatchet. And I've been using the hatchet to break away the ice, because right behind each tire is like a ½ inch of ice, and then just piles of frozen snow. So I've been clearing that out. What's crazy is that this is only like 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches deep worth of water, and as you can see, it's kind of running. I believe that's snow melting, because it is that time of year that snow starts to melt. The temperatures during the day have been averaging above freezing, so I mean, it's April, so snow's starting to melt a little bit, but it still gets, like, it got to 18 last night. Here's what this side looks like. This side's in much worse shape. This side, it's in probably, I mean, you can see where the tire's at. There's a lot of water here, and it breaks through pretty easily, and this ditch continues on over there. It's frozen over there. So this is the downhill side. So obviously the water accumulates here and then freezes. This side's gonna be a bit more tricky, but I do have a couple of ideas that may just come in clutch. Here's one of the big boulders of ice that was under the van that I had to pull out. So obviously I get the hatchet, and I don't recommend anyone try to chop their van out from ice with a hatchet, because I'm terrified of slashing my own tire. But I think we're good. And this is a extenuating circumstance, you know. I found this wood. I went on a little walk and I found this wood, and I'm thinking about splitting it up, putting it behind the tires, and maybe that'll provide a little bit of traction, something more solid than ice to grip and get going. It's a rear-wheel drive vehicle, so just have to get the rear tires to hold, and we should be good. This little track here that was made by the front tires, I don't know if it's got water underneath it or if it's solid. So we'll just have to see. But I just spent about 15 or so minutes chopping away the ice. I'm gonna eat some breakfast now, and I guess we'll give her a shot here in a second. I think the game plan is to put some wood behind the tires, so that they roll, and then put the tire chains behind the wood so that they roll onto the chains. And if I can just get like 1.5 feet of roll, I think I'll be able to actually get the tires on the chains, no problem. I've never used tire chains before, so this should be interesting, but if we have tire chains on, I have a much more confident feeling about the success of this mission. So, yep. Guys,
We're free.
we're free. 4 hours later, we made it out.
This really kind woman, this older woman,
Diana.
named Diana, gave us a shovel,
Yes.
and we were able to shovel our way.
Mhm.
Reagan shoveled our way out of.
Yes. I was able to use what I had and the chains that we have to back it up about 10 feet. But there was one more hump that it had to get over, and the other chain broke. So I only had chains on one wheel, and the other wheel was just spinning. And then finally Diana stopped, and she talked to us about tow trucks. And we were like, we can't afford a tow truck. So she was like, well, what do I have that I can help you with? And she said she had a shovel, so we grabbed it. Cleared the snow, cleared the ice, did some landscaping on the dirt bank, piled up rocks to build a little rock hill ramp thing. And first go, I pulled it right out. So after like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And ooh, my arm's getting tired. My my takeaway from this is that sometimes you're doing all the right things, but a stranger that you have to trust has the one tool that you need
Mm-hmm.
to get the job done
Yeah.
and to get yourself out of the situation.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thank you, Jesus.
Yay.
And look at those mountains.
We're free.
Uh,
Now we can
beautiful.
keep going on our journey. There have been so many people who have just driven
Yeah,
by.
yeah. So many people have just driven by, like, without even stopping. A lot of them have even, like, stopped, turned around, and left.
Yeah.
But nobody, like, stopped to help.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, okay,
So...
Oh, that was 12 minutes ago. I only. I'm sorry.
It's okay. This place is a mess. Who lives here? Yeah. We we survived, and we have yet to start thriving. I think the mood is to deal with this at another time. Not at this moment. I'm trying to find my chargers.
Hey guys,
Hello.
we have an update for you.
Yes.
So, I briefly explained, about the night that we got kicked out of the parking garage.
Okay, so that's already part of the video?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yesterday while we were trying to get out of ditch, I talked about it.
Yeah.
Actually, while we were assessing the situation. So now we are out of Wyoming and
Yes.
we are back in Salt Lake, Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tell them why?
Well, it's a lot more friendly for van lifers. And by that, I just mean you can see a lot more rigs. There's a lot more spaces to park. There's a lot more civilization. You can sort of get lost in this crowd. There's like, I mean, we've already spent a week and a half here a couple weeks ago, just bouncing back and forth between nice, quiet, private spots. So, and it's totally free. So, it has the parking capacity that Jackson did not. And Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to live without Chick-fil-A. But yeah, so we were like, you know what, let's just go back to Salt Lake and wait here till our tax return comes in. And once that comes in, we are going to be heading out towards Washington, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've been bouncing back and forth a lot in the last 5 days.
Yeah.
Last time, or in the last video that we put out, we were here, and then we were gonna head in a few days from then. We were gonna head to Idaho Falls, which we did.
Oh God, yeah.
We stayed there for 2
Did we tell
days.
them Idaho Falls?
No. Oh wait. Well, this video starts with the clip of us in Target talking about us leaving.
Okay, cool.
So they'll know by now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we didn't like Idaho Falls. It was
Yeah.
not. I thought Idaho Falls was gonna be a lot like Jackson, like a cool, hipster kind of bougie place that you can like enjoy a week-long stint there. It was not. It was not. It was ghetto. It was sketchy. It was unsavory.
Well, like, it wasn't that. I don't want to offend anybody who might be from Idaho Falls.
No, fuck Idaho Falls.
Well, it wasn't. So it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't.
But just, I think, coming from Salt Lake City,
Yeah.
it's a completely different area, and then being able to.
Hello. Oh, our door is open, to be fair. You can't see, but through that door is open, and there's a trail back there.
Don't like say anything that's like bad.
And these absolute, I'm kidding.
They're just
They're just loud.
two ladies walking their dog, and they were talking about some tea that was really loud. Anyway, so it just, Idaho Falls didn't have the.
They also look exactly the same.
Okay.
It's like copy paste, but one with brown hair, one with blonde.
Well, you know, white girls these days, they know the trends. Let's just put it that way. So anyway,
Anyway, we're in Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
long story short. And the
back
last
over
24
here.
hours have been insane. Getting kicked from a parking garage, getting stuck in the snow, spending 4 hours getting out of the snow, and then I started feeling not good, and we thought I had carbon monoxide poisoning from inhaling too much exhaust while like trying to dig the car out.
It was very scary.
And I was feeling really not good.
Yeah.
And so she took me to an ER.
Yeah.
And so last night we were in an ER. Yesterday we went from being stuck in the snow to driving 4 hours,
Wait.
4.5 hours.
Wait, no, start before then. We went from being woken up in the middle of the night
Right.
by a police officer telling us to leave our camp spot.
Right.
Then we got stuck in the snow and into the morning, spending 4 hours in the morning getting out of the snow. Then we drove 4 hours
Yep.
out of Jackson
Yeah.
to Utah. And then during that drive, he was exhibiting symptoms that were way too close to carbon monoxide poisoning. And I was like, I'm not going to have him die.
ER,
So we took him to the ER.
and they pulled out like so many pieces of equipment.
Yeah, they took his blood and did some x-rays of his chest and everything.
Yeah.
Ended up not being that, thank God.
Right.
But it was the fact that we were at between 7,000 and 8,000 feet of elevation, and he was
I was working hard
overexerting
trying to
himself.
dig us out of the snow and ice.
Yeah. So
that's all within the span of like 24 hours.
yeah.
So we got here. We slept in a truck stop because we feel comfortable at truck stops. And then this morning we got myself. I was still feeling dehydrated this morning, so we got some electrolyte drink. And we came to this park that we're at, and we've been chilling here for the last like 4 hours. 3 hours. It's been a while.
Been nice.
And we opened up all the doors and emptied the van out and cuddled up under the blanket and cozied down.
Yeah,
and
we watched like a surviving
nature survival documentary. And we just ate some sandwiches, and we're just taking the day chill and slow.
Yeah, I like this. This is a good pace.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. So this little bit right here is just to recap the Jackson getting stuck video and end it, I guess.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the last clip, right?
Yeah, this is gonna be the ending clip.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah. So
we get to watch and judge some pickleball players.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That was cool. So thanks for watching our video and for wanting to keep up with us, I guess. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.